All right, kids, tonight I have a special story about why it's important to always be honest. It's called The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Have you heard it before?
No, what's it about?
Is it scary?
Not scary, Max, but it does teach a valuable lesson. Let's listen carefully and find out what happens. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between lush green hills, there lived a young boy named Sam. Sam was a cheerful and lively boy, but he had one flaw. He loved to tell lies. He found it amusing to trick the villagers, often making up stories just to see their reactions. His mother had warned him many times, "Sam, lying is a bad habit. One day no one will believe you even when you tell the truth." But Sam paid no heed to her advice. One day, as Sam was tending to his sheep on the hillside, a mischievous idea popped into his head. "I'm bored," he thought. "Why not have a little fun?" He climbed onto a large rock and began shouting at the top of his lungs, "Wolf! Wolf! A wolf is attacking the sheep!" The villagers heard his cries and rushed to help him. They grabbed their sticks and tools, running as fast as they could to the hillside to save Sam and his flock. But when they arrived, there was no wolf to be found. The sheep were grazing peacefully, and Sam was sitting on the rock, laughing hysterically. "Sray, you fooled us, Sam," the villagers said, shaking their heads in disapproval. "This is not a game. Don't cry wolf if there isn't one." But Sam found it all too funny and continued to laugh. He enjoyed the attention and the thrill of his prank. The villagers, though annoyed, went back to their work, hoping that Sam had learned his lesson. A few days later, Sam was again bored while watching his sheep. The memory of how the villagers had rushed to his aid made him smile. He thought to himself, "Why not do it again? It was so much fun the last time." So he climbed up the same rock and cried out once more, "Wolf! Wolf! There's a wolf attacking the sheep!" Again, the villagers dropped everything they were doing and ran to the hillside, determined to protect the boy and his flock. And once again, they found no wolf. The sheep were unharmed, and Sam was laughing so hard that tears streamed down his face. The villagers were furious. "Sam, you must stop this nonsense. We have important work to do. If you keep lying, no one will believe you when you truly need help." Sam waved them off, still chuckling. "You all should have seen your faces," he said, ignoring their warnings. The villagers left, grumbling among themselves. "This boy is trouble. He thinks everything is a joke." Weeks passed, and Sam continued his duties of watching over the sheep. The excitement of his pranks had faded, and the days were long and dull. One afternoon, as the sun began to dip behind the hills, Sam noticed something moving in the shadows. His heart skipped a beat when he saw a pair of glowing eyes staring at him from the edge of the forest. It was a wolf, a real one this time, and it was slowly creeping toward the sheep. Panic surged through Sam as he realized the danger. He climbed onto the rock and screamed, "Wolf, wolf, please help me. The wolf is here and it's attacking the sheep." He shouted until his voice was hoarse, but no one came. The villagers were still working in the fields, but they heard his cries. They looked at each other and shrugged. "It's just Sam again," they said. "He's probably playing another one of his tricks. We won't be fooled this time." Sam continued to cry for help, but his voice was drowned out by the sound of the wolf growling and snapping at the sheep. Fear gripped him as he watched helplessly. The wolf attacked the sheep, scattering them in all directions. Some managed to escape, but others were not so lucky. After what felt like an eternity, the wolf finally disappeared into the forest, leaving behind a scene of chaos. Sam sat on the rock, tears streaming down his face, filled with regret. He had learned too late the importance of telling the truth. As dusk fell, the villagers finally made their way up the hill to check on Sam. They were shocked to see the state of the flock. Several sheep were missing, and those that remained were terrified. Sam was sitting on the rock, looking pale and shaken. What happened, Sam? The village elder asked. Through his sobs, Sam explained. The wolf came, a real wolf, but no one came to help. I called out, but you didn't believe me. The elder sighed deeply, his face filled with both sorrow and understanding. Sam, this is the consequence of lying. When you tell lies, people stop believing you, even when you are telling the truth. We thought you were playing another trick. Sam hung his head in shame. He finally understood the weight of his actions. His lies had caused him to lose the trust of the villagers, and because of that, he had lost some of his sheep. From that day on, Sam vowed never to lie again. He worked hard to regain the trust of the villagers, helping them with their chores and always telling the truth. Slowly but surely, the villagers began to trust him again, but it took a long time. And Sam never forgot the lesson he learned that day on the hillside. A single lie can have serious consequences, and honesty is always the best policy. So, what do you think Sam learned in the end?
That lying isn't good. No one believed him when it mattered.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen to me.
Exactly. Being honest is important. Now off to bed, and remember, always tell the truth.